about the incident. It's time for Tech Talk now. Jason is here from AT&T. We're talking about something people should really be aware of this time of year, tax scams. What are some of the biggest ones that you guys typically see?
So one of the biggest ones that I've heard of recently is that phone call. So that's where...
Yeah, that's so popular.
And you've seen it probably all over Facebook too. It's where you get that phone call from someone claiming to be from the IRS, and they're very aggressive on the phone that they need this information, they need a debit card, you need to make payment, or they're going to put out a warrant for your arrest.
Right.
This is definitely not something that's valid. The IRS would not do this. They don't reach out via phone, and they would not try to put a warrant out and haul you off to jail like that.
And that's another thing too, I think we need to always reiterate, the IRS is never really threatening like that.
Correct. They're going to send you something through the mail, but they're not going to call you and harass you like that.
Okay, so now we know the phone call one is the big one. Also, emails. This is somewhat newer.
Email's big too because a lot of us are corresponding through email, so we're used to getting that email from, you know, a company or something like the government.
And if you do them online, it always asks for your email address. That's where you're getting all the confirmation sent to.
Exactly. So when you get this email that maybe looks like it's from the IRS, you're like, oh, I better reply to this. A lot of times they're looking for information, so it's a phishing scam. Basically, they're trying to get like debit card, or maybe say, hey, we need to confirm your social security number. You don't want to click the link. You don't want to fill out a form and reply back to it. What you want to do is delete the email. If you have questions, you can actually forward it to phishing@irs.gov, so they'll actually investigate that for you.
Okay, so emails, but people are still also doing, you know, the old paper version, mail version.
Yeah, so you still have the paper version as well, and sometimes those may look more legitimate because it is through the mail. But you can still kind of spot the fakes, and if there's any question, if this is like the first time you've gotten it or received this, contact the IRS yourself, go to the source, and then ask them if this is legitimate.
If you ever have a question, like you said, always go back to the IRS. They'll be able to kind of walk through your account and tell you what you need and what things are not right and what they're missing.
Exactly. You don't want to just believe everything that you get in the mail or email.
Okay, and this is one that I never thought of either. Fake tax preparers.
Yeah, so sometimes, you know, you maybe go do your taxes through an app. So like Intuit TurboTax has an app out there. So we all do the taxes through that. We get an email that says, hey, we need more information. This is another phishing scam that you click on the link and it takes you to a fake website that looks exactly like the website that you prepared your taxes on, but it's not. So if you get something like this, what I recommend is almost ignore it, but if you want to double check it, go to the actual place that you prepared your taxes, whether it was that website or the app, and log in with your credentials and see if that information is there.
And it'll typically give you like an alert or something like that if they need more information.
Exactly. There'll be like a little message bar at the top that says you have one item in your inbox that you need to attend to.
Okay. All right. Just double checking on all of these things.
Be very cautious.
All right. Thanks so much, Jason. For more information about these tips to avoid getting scammed, visit our website and click on this story. We'll be right back with more Wisconsin Tonight. Trending tonight, a South Dakota man facing a fine for not having his snakes on a leash. While at a public park in Sioux Falls, Jerry Kimball has 9 snakes and he just loves showing them off. He recently drew a large crowd when he allowed his pets to slither around Falls Park. Kimball also caught the attention, though, of an officer who cited him for animals running at large. The ordinance left him, though, a little bit confused.
Technically, you have to have your snakes on a leash. I was like, sir, they don't make such an item.
As a pet owner, can't take your dog to the park and let it run around without a leash on. The same thing holds for any other kind of animal that you want to take to the park. You have to have it restrained in some way.
Kimball says he is now fining the city over nearly $200 in fines. An Idaho teen is on a roll, getting accepted to all 8 Ivy League schools. Meet Ivan Vasquez, the resident genius of Boise, and he's got the letters to prove that every Ivy League school wants him walking in their halls.
The first couple are just like an intense euphoria, like a surprise, and then the rest are just kind of like this doesn't make sense. Like, how is this happening right now? No one gets all of them.
Vasquez has yet to choose which prestigious college he will attend. He plans, though, on studying finance. Well, the future is also looking bright for a set of quadruplets in Ohio. Aaron, Nick, Nigel, and Zachary Wade have all been accepted to a number of top national universities. Among the schools on the list, Duke, Harvard, and Yale. The family says the foursome hasn't decided if they'll all go to the same school, but they all feel elated and blessed. Congratulations to them. Well, one man's marriage proposal is so unique, he's being charged with a crime. See what he did and the punishment he's facing, all in the name of love.